What's going on, everybody? Classic Game Freak here.
Retired by choice, back again.
And yeah, it's been like how long since we've done one of these?
According to my YouTube channel, 2 months.
You're actually looking?
Not right now, but I looked earlier. I was like,
Oh,
man, it's been a while since we did one of these. How long has it been? And the information don't lie. It says 2 months.
God, what was the last episode we did? What did we talk about in that?
E3.
Oh, right. I remember now.
Yep, the 2-hour E3 review.
God, that was like at 2 in the morning, too.
I think that's right about when it ended. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to do that again.
And the thing is that even though we finished at 2 in the morning, I still think I had about another hour's worth of information I could have gone over or talked about.
Well, of course, it's E3. So it's like I still had a bunch of had a whole bunch of notes of things to go over, but I know we were crunching, trying to get it within an hour, and just failing
Well,
miserably.
we both had our top 10 most wanted of E3,
Right.
and every time we spoke of one of these choices that we were looking forward to, we went on a tangent on that for like 10, 15 minutes. So you figure 20-minute rant on 20 games, that's a pretty long show.
Yeah, and especially when we get off on side tangents about different things in that topic, and we'd have to try to kind of reel it back in.
Yeah, it's hard to do sometimes, but that's when you know you have a good show.
That's right. Just gonna keep it coming. Record them
Yep,
when we can.
yep.
And for anybody listening, it's the reason we've had such a hard time with this is Hangouts. Google Hangouts just sucks, and my computer sucked because I couldn't get the audio to mix right. And finally, after some poking and prodding and researching, I finally figured it out. So there's that.
Plus, Google Plus just sucks anyway.
Always. I think it
All
always will.
Yeah, it sucks that we're forced to have Google Plus accounts. I mean, I personally never use mine.
Same here.
Only time I do is when we do these shows, and even then, it's just like, okay, what am I doing now? I don't understand what I'm doing.
Right. There's sometimes I'll get on Google Plus, and I mean, it'll just have like all of my videos showing on there, and I'm just like, ooh, hey, look, it's my videos. Okay. I'm not really following anybody in particular on there, and it's like I still don't see them. I don't get any notifications about it. Nothing.
Right. The only time I get any kind of information or any kind of update is always from our friend Xander over at XS Gaming Podcast. He's the only one that pops up. Pardon?
You were telling me about that.
Yeah, he's the only one that pops up, and it seems like 3 or 4 times a day I get a thing saying Xander posted today, or this is what's going on Xander's page. And it's like, okay, it's good to know, but I just don't use the Google Plus.
Right. Well, how many people are you following on there?
Right now, I am currently following 25 people, and literally, I mean, Xander is the only person who is popping up on my feed, and I'm following everyone from people I know like you and Xander, and I'm also following celebrities like Chris Hardwick and Skrillex, and they're not even posting on their own Google Pluses. So this guy's something.
They're only on there because they have to be.
They have to be.
Right. So, anyway, yeah, coming into this episode, I was kind of talking with you, and we really don't have a topic, so this is going to be just sort of a mixed bag.
Topic free. I like it.
I do too, but at the same time, it just lacks direction for me. I don't know, but I just wanted to get our voice out there again, finally.
Our beautiful, sexy voices.
That's right. Damn, sexy.
If they're sexier, would crash the internet.
Hell yeah. So, I guess, as we said, we can just start out with what we've been playing lately. So, what have you been playing lately?
I've actually been kind of slacking in the gaming department only because life is very hectic. But I have recently just picked back up Watch Dogs.
Right.
I don't know if anyone out there saw my video on my midnight pickup and unboxing and playing, but
Oh
I,
yeah.
I did I did do the midnight release pickup of Watch Dogs. But I was really excited about that. I pre-ordered the game, paid it off in full. I bought the season pass, and so I went and did the midnight release.
Right.
Uh, and I played, I believe, the first two chapters of the game, which is like the first 10 or 12 missions or so, plus a bunch of the side missions. And I just put it down. I got kind of bored. I was on the verge of getting burned out, so I was like, you know what? I'm gonna put this down for a little bit, and I'll pick it back up. And every time I had some free time, I was looking at my stack of games, and I was like, you know what? I really don't want to pick that back up just yet. I don't want to get back in that funk of I wasn't really stuck. It's just it's getting very stale, and it wasn't as uh, I don't know. It wasn't as exciting and enticing as I thought it was going to be.
Oh
So
yeah.
so I put it down for a long time, and finally, I believe it was Wednesday. I was like, you know what? I need to pick this up and finish it because it just has to be done. I don't want to spend $80 on a game in the season pass and not play it. So over the course of 2 nights, I finished up the game, and I don't know. I personally was not too enthusiastic about the game itself.
Yeah.
Uh, I don't know. It had so much promise when I saw it at E3. It had a lot of promise with all the gameplay footage I saw and all the things they showed you could do. And then when you actually got into the game, started playing it and doing the things that they were saying you can do, it's just it wasn't as enveloping as I thought it would be. I thought you'd be able to hack everything instead of
Yeah.
hacking one or two things when it popped up on the screen.
Yeah, and that was the real draw for me too. Was the E3 videos last year or the year before? It was like he was like the main character was doing so much stuff, and it looked so cool, and it looked enticing, and it just looked gorgeous. And I bought myself a copy on the PS4, and even then I was like, oh yeah, hey, the graphics are gonna be even better than the PS3 or the Xbox 360. And I played maybe 10 missions, and I still have yet to pick it up again. And I know I really need to, but at the same time I'm just like, it seems like it's all the same crap over and over and over again.
It really was. It seemed like they kind of just kept on recycling the same missions. Like, this is your mission. You have to get from point A to point B. This is your mission. You have to stop this guy. This is your mission. You have to get from point B to point C. It's like, okay, I get it, but and there's just so many places they could have gone with it. There's a lot of things they could have done, and I wish they would have kept a lot of the stuff they were promising that they were going to do in the game. You know, where you could hack anything at any time. I thought, you know, you could sit there and hack anyone's phone, but
Yeah.
it's like, no, you can hack this person's phone when it tells you you can. And it's like,
Right.
that's not really much of a hacker, really.
Yeah, it's context sensitive missions right there. Or hey, you can hack security cameras, like any security camera. There you go. But you're gonna have to use that to get through your missions. You're gonna have to use that to see around corners or see new angles. And
Yeah. Talk about making me angry. Those QR scan side missions.
yeah,
I hated those so much because you're trying to line up these stupid line of sight so you can get the QR. And I'm going through, and you have to get certain cameras and certain angles, and you got to line up just right and zoom in. And there's still probably about a good, I'd say 23 or 24 I haven't done yet.
good God.
Because I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to spend my time trying to do this and just spending hours in a game that I don't want to spend hours in a game playing anymore.
Yeah. There's comes a point in a game whenever you're like, okay, you know what? I've played what I want to play out of it, especially if the story's not good, and you just kind of set it down, and I don't know, don't go back to it, trade it off, go sell it for $2 at GameStop. You know.
Yeah, I have a stack of games here that I've either started or haven't started yet because I have games that I've already started and put down that I still got to pick up, and I want to pick up the new ones until I play the old ones, and it's a vicious circle, sir.
I understand. That's the way the Batman games are for me. I haven't beat a single one, and I want the new one that's going to come out next year. I want the collector's edition, but I'm like, I'm not going to play it until I beat Arkham Asylum, Arkham City, Arkham Origins. I need to get on it.
Yeah, they do. They're really good games, but they're also the kind of games that you can get burned out really quick on because it does seem like a lot of the same stuff's going on. Especially when you're doing any of the side missions for like the Riddler's question mark quests,
Yeah.
they become very monotonous.
Yeah, and I thought about that. And I'm like, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to just forget about those. I'm not going to worry. I don't want to try to solve your riddle. I'm just going to go and beat the stories, and then I can play the new Batman.
Right. See,
I
my problem is I love achievements too much that
right.
I've said it once and I've said it a million times. Xbox 360 ruined me for other gaming systems because of the achievement point system.
Oh
I
god.
get I get such a thrill every time I hear that little boop, and there's that achievement unlocked, so and so, whatever, 15 points. I mean, it means nothing. You can't use it for anything, but God, I'm such a whore when it comes to the achievement system.
Achievement whore.
Yeah, I'm sitting at just below 69,000 right now.
Uh where am I? I think I'm at like 53,000. Um the PlayStation Network and their trophies have really started wrecking me even more because it'll show the trophy and it will show how rare it is. So, like, 3.8% of people who own the game have only gotten this trophy. And I'm like, I need to be in that 3.8%. I need to do that. So it's even worse. Yeah, like my PSP, I kind of got out of playing a bunch of games on that because it didn't have trophies. Any games that like are on my Vita, if I'm playing old PSP games, it's like doesn't have trophies. Um,
Yeah,
Same with
yeah,
like playing old like Game Boy Advances and things like that. It's like, well, I'm playing this game, I'm enjoying it, but it doesn't have trophies. It doesn't have achievements.
yeah. That's my biggest problem because I have this huge collection of old original Xbox games that I've been collecting for a while now, and I'll pop them in every so often. But it's like this is fun, but where's the achievements? Where's the goals set before me by the publishers to be more enthralled in this game? It's it's a sad state of affairs, but that's where I am. I don't like playing the older games only because of the fact there's no achievements.
Right. Yeah. I remember when my friend and I first moved in together. One thing I wanted to do was get like all the achievements in Gauntlet. Like it was the arcade port to the Xbox 360, and there was like a reach level 100 and so on. I was like, I have to get those. I just simply have to get those achievements. I don't know why. I don't know what's pushing me. All I know is I have to have them. And at that point, I was unemployed, so I mean, of course, I had the opportunity to do that, and I got those achievements, and was felt like I achieved something there for just a couple minutes. But after that, it was just like, hey, cool, there's another achievement.
Yeah,
So, there's some really kind of like famous achievements. Like one I could never get was on Call of Duty 4. Yeah, Modern Warfare. It's I don't remember the name of it, but I know you're on Air Force One. You got to get through it and like rescue the president within a certain amount of time, and it's like Task Force 141 or something like that. I don't remember, but a buddy of mine and I tried like all day one day to try to get it, and we couldn't do it, and it just pissed me off, and I haven't looked back since.
oh wow. Yeah, there's achievements like that in probably every single game I own that is just they're just so unbelievably impossible to get, but you still want to sit there and try to get it.
Right. Well, for me, if it's the achievement or trophy that I hate more than anything else. It's the bane of my existence. It's just irritating. Multiplayer trophies, multiplayer achievements. They
Yeah.
feel impossible because I don't play that much multiplayer. I don't get on Call of Duty and play, 40 hours a week. I'm not good at those. Destiny's kind of like that. It's kill this many Titans, kill this many Vanguard or Hunters, kill this many Warlocks, and I'm like, I will probably never kill 100 of them. It ain't gonna happen, not unless I really chase that trophy, and I just hate them. I'm trying to think. What was it? Modern Warfare 3 was really big on those. Just I don't know. I don't know about you, but they irritate me.
I hate any achievement that's multiplayer, and I hate any achievement that's online based, where you have to be online to play to get the achievement.
Right.
It's just it to me. It just seems like a way to pad the achievements and kind of punish the people who either don't have the online capabilities or don't play online. Like me personally, I have an Xbox Gold account, but I don't play online. I just don't. I use it for getting all my freebie stuff from Xbox Live.
Yeah.
But it seems like I'm almost penalized for not playing online, and I'll never get 100% achievements on these games because I don't play online. And it just seems I don't want to say unfair because it sounds like a wussy way of getting out of it. It's just so unfair. But I don't know. I just think it's just not right. How's that?
It's really not. I don't know. It just feels like something you really. They're harder to get than some of those, like, beat this game on expert mode without dying or losing
Right.
25% health. That's the way it feels to me. It's like I see those multiplayer achievements and I'm like, they might as well not even be there. I mean, they're just there to say, you know what, we screwed up your game. You're not getting 100%, like you said. Just
Right.
it's not happening. So it's
Like,
stupid.
I remember when Guitar Hero, I think it was Guitar Hero 3 came out for the Xbox 360, and it had all these online achievements. And I sat there and I tried to get them because I wanted to get the 100% achievements on these. And I'd be online, I'd be playing with these kids who halfway. I say kids because they're the ones who do what I'm about to explain. I'd be playing with these kids, and I'd be about 98% of the way through the song. I'd be just completely creaming them on these songs, and they'll jump offline so they don't lose.
Oh God.
And it's like, I'm almost done. I could have gotten the achievement and been done, but now I gotta go back and do it again. Especially the ones where you gotta do, like, play 10 songs in a row and win online. And if you're like halfway through your set list and someone jumps off, you gotta start all over again.
Right.
So after that point, I'm like, I'm done with online. I don't need online. It's dumb.
Yeah. They got really big with those after 3 because, like, Rock Band did that and Guitar Hero Metallica did that, and just from there on it was just like, no, I really don't want to play with other people on there. If I'm going to play this game with other people, it's going to be in the same living room, different instruments.
Right. Now you want to talk about an achievement that makes me angry? I'll tell you right now. Guitar Hero Metallica. There's an achievement where you have to go through and do the drum tutorials for Guitar Hero Metallica. But the only way to get the achievement is to use the Guitar Hero drum set. You can't use the Rock Band drum set.
Right.
Now, I don't have the Guitar Hero drum set 'cause I didn't buy that bundle. I already spent the $120 back in the day for the Rock Band bundle when it came out. So I wasn't going to go out and buy another drum set bundle when Metallica came out on the Guitar Hero. And so it's achievements like that. It's like you can never get that unless you go out and spend the money to buy this drum set so you can play a 20-minute tutorial.
Yeah, and the bigger kicker to that, that I guess was pun intended, was you had to have the double pedal as well.
Yeah,
Didn't you?
yeah, because Yeah, because you had to go through the easy, medium, hard, and then the expert. In expert mode, a lot of songs had the double kick pedal that you need to use because of the severity of the songs, how fast and progressively harder they were.
Yeah. Yeah,
Like,
and I don't know. As you said, yeah, that does seem unfair. Don't get me wrong, Guitar Hero, they're kind of pushing their drum set there. I agree with you because I have personally the Rock Band drum set as well, and heck, I've even gone back and repaired the whole thing, taken all the drum pads off and unhooked them, and bought a kind of a throwaway drum set and tore the pads off those and rewired it to my set. And so I have love for my drum set, and I feel kind of cheated whenever it's like, hey, you got to use the Guitar Hero drum set. I'm like, no, I'm not going to. I guess
yeah,
I'm never getting that trophy or achievement or whatever it is.
yeah. I gotten to the point now where it's like when it's like equipment specific or something like that, I'm not worried about it anymore. I'm like, okay, whatever. I don't need that achievement that bad, but I still want to try to get as high of a achievement score I can per game.
Yeah. I don't know. I hate those games where it's like achievements are few and far in between. Like, let me think here. The Last of Us was one of them. It seems like trophies never popped in that.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
I played that game religiously for like a week and a half, and I probably got 4 or 5 trophies on that.
right.
And it seemed kind of a letdown. You've done all this work going through this huge story, and all of a sudden it's like, okay, I got 4 achievements. I got equals or trophies, and equals out to be about 120 points, wherever it was. And it's like, wow, it seems like they had it scaled too high, what they're looking for you to achieve.
Yeah. Um, Max Payne 3 was a big one. Like, I remember I went and rented that game when it came out. And I was like, man, I'm going to get some crazy achievements in this game. I guarantee it. Played it. I rented it like 2 or 3 times in a row, so I had it for the whole weekend. Not a single trophy. And as it turns out, it was like you need to have so many headshots, and you have to have taken so many painkillers and all
Right.
that. And it's like, I don't know. Like, I wanted those achievements a little sooner.
Yeah, yeah, I understand that definitely. I don't mind the skill-based achievements. I mean, those are almost like a badge of honor, getting 100 headshots or something. But like I said, but when it comes to like playing 400 online games or
Yeah, playing 400 games online, things like that. I'm actually pulling up some achievements and trophies for Destiny, and there's some like that I'd like to read off and kind of show you. I don't know if you've seen the trophy list or the achievement list for Destiny.
me personally, no. I like I said, I have no interest in Destiny, so I haven't even checked out anything more than mixed reviews about it.
Right. Well, some of these trophies are like that, and I just kind of chuckled at them. I've only gotten like 10 trophies off of it, and I'm like, that's probably all I'll get in the game. So let's see here. Uh, I'm looking. Hold on, it's just taking a second here. Earn the maximum weekly Vanguard score. I don't know if that's online or not. I don't think that one's online. I think that can be just on whatever.
It's
Um,
online achievement.
do what?
It sounds almost like it could be
Yeah,
like a Vanguard score could be something that someone sets and whoever gets the highest.
yeah. Assist in capturing 50 capture points in control, which is like the Call of Duty capture point A, B, and C. Um, Capture 50 points. I mean, that's sort of a beginner multiplayer trophy there, but still, like one round of this online, and I was getting pissed because I was only like level 5, and these other guys I was playing against was like level 23, 24, and all their gear was like light years above mine. So they would one hitter quitter me, just irritated the crap out of me. I didn't want to play it
Yeah,
anymore. So I don't know if I'll ever get that trophy.
yeah, I know what you mean. I mean, just as an example, Borderlands 2, one of my favorite games. Um, there's a lot of things that are not really online based, but in order to get the achievement, you have to play with people. Like after you beat the game, there's a where you can go back and you can rebeat some of the harder bosses you beat earlier in the game, but they're so insanely impossible to beat that you need to have online help to beat these guys.
Right. I've heard of that. Maybe it was you that told me about that.
Yeah, it's insane. I mean, especially when you pay the money for like the DLC, like I did for I bought every DLC there is for Borderlands 2, and one of them is the it's like a D&D style download content. It's the Tiny Tina's dungeon.
Yes.
And after you beat that, at the very end, you have to fight four dragons. And these dragons are impossible to do on your own. You have to have a party of four to get this done. And like I said, I don't play online, so it pisses me off. It's one of those things I'll never get because I'm not going to go online and play it.
Dang. You see, that's the one DLC I really want to play on it.
Oh,
Like
that's a great one. It's great. If you've ever played any of the board, I'm sorry, if you played any bit of Borderlands 2 and you got to the Tiny Tina, you know she's the best character in the whole entire game. And this whole DLC is all about her. She hosts like a D&D game with the characters from Borderlands 2. It's great. It's so funny and awesome.
Oh, I've seen a lot of video on it. Like when you're first coming up to like a castle or something like that, and she's like, "And you all die." It's like
Yeah.
you can't just kill them. Bring them back to life. Oh, okay. I was just some of the names for the characters she comes up with, just great. I still want to go back and play it. I think I have it on the PC. And what's sad is I don't even know, and I just haven't gotten around to doing that. Like, I don't know why.
Well, I suggest you jump on it, sir, because next month Borderlands the pre-sequel comes out,
Yeah.
which I already have mine on pre-order.
Jeez. See, I've already got enough crap pre-ordered, and I just laid it onto my wife that I wanted to make the pre-order for the Batman game, which is going to cost $200 mind you.
What comes with that pre-order? I know you said it's a special edition, but what comes with it this time?
Like a full-on Batmobile, like figure, like a transformable Batmobile that lights up and all that good stuff. Let me
If you
look
said
here.
if you were gonna say it's an RC Batmobile, I'd be looking to get a pre-order myself.
Oh,
That'd be
dude, this Batmobile is so detailed. It's gorgeous. I was like, I have to have this on my shelf, And I told her, I was like, look, I was like, I want to make a pre-order, and she's like, on what? Go, Batman. How much? I go, I love you. She's like, how much? It's like, I really love you. She's like, if it's over $200, I'm gonna kill you. I go, no, it's not over 200. She's like, what is it, 200? I go, yeah. What? Hell no, you're not getting it. I was like, but it doesn't come out till later on next year. I was like, 5 here, 5 there. What do you think?
Right.
I don't know. We'll see. Let's see.
Yeah, that's funny.
One I wanted to get was the WWE that's coming out this year. The Hulkamania edition or the Hulkamaniac edition came with what did it come with? Like a bunch of Hulkamania stuff, but then it came with some of the vinyl from the wrestling ring he was in, and I was like, damn, $100, I want that. That is so cool. But GameStop wouldn't do pre-orders where you could just put like $25 down. You had to pay the whole thing right up front. And I was like, yeah, whatever.
Well, probably because of that vinyl from the ring. That's probably a limited number of copies.
Yeah. 25,000.
Yeah, that that's still pretty cool though. I mean, I'm not a wrestling fan. I used to be, but it's not my thing. But if I was still in wrestling, I would definitely want to go and do that. I
Yeah.
know Scuba Diver probably want to get it.
Oh, I know he was trying to get all over it. I don't know if he did or not, but um, yeah, it like I used to be a big wrestling fan. I used to be a big Hulkamania fan though. So once I saw this, like my heart was like, get it for all that extra stuff. Don't get it for the game, because the games to me have been like button mashers. Like to get out of a pinfall, it's like your thumb almost falls off because you're mashing those buttons so hard. It's just, I don't know. I just can't get into the new wrestling games. I used to love them back in the day, 96 on until about 2001.
Yeah,
So
I was into the SmackDown versus Raw and the line of the SmackDown games they brought out. I believe it started in '99 on the PS1 and started coming out for the PS2, and it's been going since now. But yeah, I was a huge Mankind fan.
Mick Foley,
Yes, sir.
dude, love
Dude, love.
Socko. Yeah, I
Captain
remember that.
Yeah,
That was some good stuff.
it was. It was hilarious.
The Hell in the Cell, Mankind versus Undertaker, one of
That
the
was great. That was a great
best.
match.
Yeah, going right through the cage, freaking falling through onto a bunch of tacks and so on. That was just, my God, that was a brutal match.
Well, Mick Foley lost like half his ear in that.
And like I remember him saying something in an interview, like where they got a close-up shot of him, like his mouth was all bleeding and everything. Apparently, it like punctured through his lip and everything, and he was sitting there like pushing his tongue through his lip.
Yeah,
He got messed up.
yeah. And Undertaker didn't get a scratch on
No, God, those guys are strong.
him. Yeah.
But the Batman, I pulled up the list on what comes with that. It comes with the art book, steel book, a comic book, limited edition DC comic. Obviously Batman. I don't know what it is exactly. It's got to come with more. And then the Batmobile statue, which it says fully transformable Batmobile statue, released in exquisite detail by, I think this says Triforce. Transformable. I want to know what that means. Like, what does it transform into?
I don't know, but it sounds pretty awesome.
If you can see the picture, if you can get the picture pulled up sometime, it's pretty slick. Let's see. Online customers. You can play as the Red Hood. Play as Ruthless Vigilante and the GameStop exclusive. GameStop. Assholes. Play as Harley. Challenge maps. That looks to be about it. Still worth it. I'm still gonna get it. Anything other you have pre-ordered? Looking forward to?
Right now, the one thing I have, like I said, is the Borderlands 3 sequel, and I think that's all I'm going to do right now, unless something else comes out that I have to get. I know I want to get that Batman, but I need to upgrade to the next gaming generation in order to play it, because it's not coming out for the 360 or PS3.
Oh yeah, that sucks.
That's where they get you.
But 'tis the way of us gamers.
It is. It's a vicious cycle, and it'll never end.
What I hate is whenever I get just enough money to finally get a new system, the new one's coming out. Normally, I got lucky this gen.
Yeah, I'd say so.
I will admit that I had gotten my Xbox 360 early in the 360's life. I think I got mine back in 2006. Yeah, 2006. It was a completely just random impulse purchase. I was single, had a good job, and just like, I'm going to get an Xbox 360 today. So, That was cool. Same thing with my PS3. I was single at the time. Didn't really have a good job. I was eating ramen for about 2 weeks after I did that. But hell, I got my PS3.
Yeah,
So
yeah. Yeah, I did the same thing with my 360. I was working a pretty good job working for the school district, and my original Xbox died on me. And it's actually my second original Xbox that died on me. I was like, you know what? I'm not going to try to get another Xbox. I'm going to go get a 360. And my wife, who was my girlfriend at the time, was not too happy with me, but I told her, like, hey, we can afford it.
it's like,
Now I'm
hey,
looking. I'm looking at the pre-order on GameStop, and it says that the comic book that it comes with is the Arkham Knight #0.
really?
Yes.
Oh,
It
I
doesn't.
see.
It doesn't say it's exclusive. It just says it's a limited edition.
Limited edition. Limited edition.
Yep, and that's about it. I don't know if it's a $200 game, but I'd be interested in seeing what it looks like.
I'm really excited. Like, I mean, how to put it? I'm excited for the whole thing. I want to play the other Batman games first, but I'm more excited about that Batmobile than I am the actual game.
Well, let's just hope that the Batmobile is bigger than the Matchbox car.
I think it is. From the pictures I've seen of it, I think it is. I'm hoping so. It better be.
Because
Better
there's
be
nothing
big.
worse than ordering the special limited edition anything nowadays and getting it home and finding out it's just a tiny little thing.
Yeah. Well, I'm sitting here thinking about Titanfall. Like, did you ever see the collector's edition of that? What was involved
Yes.
with that?
Yeah, that's a huge statue.
Exactly. It lights up and everything. It's freaking awesome. So
Well, it's
I'm
like
bummed.
it's like the special edition for the Arkham Origins. It came with a huge Joker statue.
Yeah, where all
It,
the monitors behind him lights up and everything
yeah,
like that.
but the thing about that is that special edition only cost 125,
That
and
was
it came with
it.
and it came with a bunch of stuff.
Dang, I should have jumped on that.
I thought the same thing too after the point. I was like, man, I should have got it. But I do that every year when it comes to Batman special editions. I'm always like, I'll get it next year,
Yeah.
and I never do. And I beat myself up for it every year.
Well, I'm not gonna miss out this year. Like the games I really want to get, I'm gonna pre-order, pay them off early, and just enjoy them. Really, like I'm not gonna have any regrets on it. It's kind of like with the Evolve game I was telling you
Mm-hmm.
about on the E3 episode. I'm really excited for that. I haven't laid a pre-order down for it yet, but that's like a game I have to have right when it releases because everybody I see online is like this game is freaking awesome. They've people played it at PAX or E3 and they're like this is a game to play. So it's like stuff like that. I'm not missing out.
Ooh, I
Yeah,
was
that's what I
just
said.
no, no, no. I was sorry. I went ahead, went back, and started looking at the Arkham Origins Collector's Edition. Right
Yeah.
now, right now, you can buy the 360 edition for $50.
You c It's still for sale?
It's available, but it says it's sold out right now. But yeah, it comes with quite a bit.
Damn. See, I've seen unboxings for that, and it's like every unboxing I saw of it, I was like, damn, I want that so bad. That would look so cool. Especially anything that lights up makes your shelf look that much cooler. It's
Hell
like the
yeah,
Titan, or even with Destiny, it's the Ghost. I thought that was kind of neat. Like it lights up. One really cool collector's edition was Metal Gear Solid or Metal Gear Rising. The collector's edition had had the sword. It was like an electro globe with the sword in the middle with electricity coming off of it.
Oh, yeah.
It, I want it to this day. I still want that thing. But yeah, that collector's edition was really cool. Um, I'd seen a couple of unboxings of those on YouTube, and I was like, man, I still need to get one of those. Saw the game itself like yesterday. Was it yesterday or the day before at Target? But I was like, man, I'm not going to get that game unless I can get the collector's edition. I'll find it. It is my mission.
To find the Metal Gear Rising.
Yeah, the whole collector's edition,
Right, right.
box and everything. But anyway, yeah, as far as pre-orders go, I think the only other thing that I'm really, really excited about is Monster Hunter 4 on the 3DS. And they just announced a collector's edition for that for $60.
That's not bad considering that most games nowadays cost $60.
Right. 3DS games, on average, about $40. But even then, for a collector's edition that comes with a little statue and comes in like a treasure chest and it's got a little bit of perks and so on, to pay $20 more, that's really cool. That's a price point I can handle. Like, you could just go up and flop the money down, and it's like just buying a regular $60 PS4 game or 360 game or, what have you.
Right.
So I'm really excited.
It's always a good thing when you can get a good deal. I mean, a decent deal. Get something really cool for a decent price. I hate getting gouged by the companies. Like, oh, here you can get the regular game for $60, but for $20 more you can get it in a steel case, or you can get it with a bonus disc, or if you want the collector's edition, that's another $40, or if you want the limited edition super duper secret handshake edition, it's going to cost you $300. It's like, good God, come on.
The super duper secret handshake edition, I like that.
You can just wait. That's gonna come out, and I'm gonna cry foul. I'm like, that's mine.
You're paying me royalties now for that. That's what's up.
or at least send me a free copy. Either or.
Well, shoot, where was I going? Yeah, well, what I don't like is when they bring out a collector's edition and there's really no perks. Like, it's kind of just in-game crap, and you're paying $120 to $150 for. And prime example, and I'm a sucker because I'm getting this edition. I'm getting the quote-unquote collector's edition, or as it's called, the Pro Atlas edition of the new Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. It comes with an in-game exoskeleton that you can wear, in-game helmet. I think it comes with an in-game weapon you can't get unless you pre-ordered. Comes with the steel box. Comes with, I think, an art book. And then you've got your season pass. And that's pretty much it. Oh, and 5, I think they're loot boxes or drop boxes. Drop boxes, that's what they are. That unlocks weapons for you. That's it. It's kind of lame.
It is pretty lame. And the thing that's going to suck most about that is about 3 months later, they're going to have it offered to where anyone with an account online can buy those individually or as groups.
Well, yeah, the drop boxes, you get those through the game no matter what, as long as you're playing multiplayer. But you get 5 drop boxes as soon as you get in the game. Right, now, that's kind of cool. That's okay. But the in-game exosuit and the helmet, like, Call of Duty used to have really cool collector's editions or prestige editions. You got that remote control car, you got the night vision goggles, the helicopter. That was cool. This one, I mean, you're getting the steel box to show off. Ooh, whoopity-doo, you're getting season pass. Okay, great. That means I get all the multiplayer maps that ever come out. Cool. Hey, $15 a pop for those. I can kind of understand that. But still, I mean, that to me is kind of lame. I want to see something tangible. I want to see something I can actually touch physically and look at and think it's really cool.
Yep, I know what you mean. There's very few special editions I've ever ordered or bought. Um, the one of the first ones I did buy was the Walking Dead, um, the Telltale game that came out a couple years ago.
Yeah,
They released for the 360 and the PS3 the special edition that came with a huge volume of the comic books. It was like the first, I want to say the first 50 or 51 issues of the comic book.
yeah,
So if you never read the comic book, it's a good place to start. And since the game is based off of the characters in the world of The Walking Dead from the comic books, it's pretty cool to get. And I think when I bought it, I only paid like I think $80 or $90 for it, which wasn't too bad considering how big this book is. And if you were to go to a Barnes and Noble or Books a Million or whatever bookstore is available out there in the world these days, you're paying $50 just for that book.
right.
So to get that with a $60 game, not too shabby.
And yeah, not to mention it was like all 5 episodes, right?
Yeah, it's the complete first season of the Walking Dead for the Telltale games.
Yeah. So those
And
were going for what, $10, $15 a pop
I think
originally?
it was I think it was $10 originally per episode, and then when it came out as a standalone for the 360 and PS3, it was I want to say $30 or $40. So you got a price break right there for waiting to get the whole entire thing. But then if you spent the extra, $50 to get the companion, you got this huge book of 50 issues of the Walking Dead comic book. So it's
Right.
pretty cool. And I'm actually waiting until they do the same thing again with season 2. I think they're going to do the same thing. They're going to probably release the whole thing together with a companion 2. We have issues 51 to 100.
Nice. Well, that would be great. I think that's a good idea. The price point's about right. That's why like I said, the whole Monster Hunter thing. It's $20 more than what you'd buy just a normal copy of the game for. So I mean, you're getting a bunch of this extra bonus loot that I mean, that's not bad as opposed to paying $150 to $200. Um, one game I bought that was about the same thing. It was $60 or $80. Ragnarok Odyssey on the PlayStation Vita. It was like $20 more than the actual game, and it came with like little playing cards, came with a soundtrack, came with an art book, just a bunch of little goodies. And now you can't even really find it on eBay or anything anymore. The actual collector's edition. The game's horrible. The game wasn't great, but
Right.
I I have the collector's edition. You know, it's kind of nice as a collector.
Oh yeah, definitely. When you're a collector, you want to find those little odds and ends that maybe Joe Blow down the road doesn't have, or even some of your closest collector friends don't have.
Right.
It's kind of cool, like a bragging right.
Yeah. Kind of like a lot of the RPGs on the PSP that came out with the expanded editions, the collector's editions, and that came in the boxes, and then you got inside, you had a map, and you had like a big old thick book with it and a soundtrack, and then you had the game. I love those. There's just something in me deep down. Anytime I see one of those and get one, I'm overly excited. It just makes me happy. So
Yeah.
it's just my thing.
Yeah, I'm not real big into the special editions only because they do cost a lot more than the regular edition. But when I can afford to do it, I do it. So
Oh yeah. Sometimes you gotta just kind of splurge a little bit. Just
oh
kind
yeah,
of treat yourself.
most definitely.
Especially with like this Batman. I'm telling you, you gotta pre-order.
I'm gonna have to. I don't know. I have to see some hardcore photos of what's included and make my assessment then.
It'd look good in behind you in your videos.
Yeah, yeah. Be the envy of all 15 viewers.
Hey, one or a million doesn't matter. That's what
It
I'm
doesn't
saying.
matter. It's true. One or a million doesn't matter. But I would love to get at least one video up to like a thousand views in 1 week. That'd be great.
Oh, that's hard to do.
I know it's hard, but that's my current goal. Actually, I'm sorry. My current goal is getting 300 subscribers because right now I'm at 227. So
Man,
I would love to get to 300 by year's end.
300?
Yeah, I mean, 6 months ago I hit 100. So in 6 months I went from 100 to 227, and before that, getting to 100 took me a year and a half to get to 100 subscribers. So I mean, it's slow going, but it's picked up quite a bit.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, you're getting there. So, I mean, just all you can do is just keep the videos coming and just like what you do.
Well, wait till I release my Harlem Shake video, huh? How relevant is that 6 months later?
And we were just talking about Watch Dogs on Wii U.
Yeah.
6 months later. Geez, that was like 2 years ago.
Yeah. It'd be one thing if it's like the 1 year anniversary of the game's release. Yeah, sure, that'd be cool, but 4 months, 5 months, 6 months later, it's kind of pointless.
Yeah. It, yeah, that's stupid. Um, Speaking of videos, like, I don't think I've ever done that myself where it's like 1,000 in a day. I think the only time that I've had that happen was sort of a fluke. And that was just my LA Beast parody. It was
Right.
just like LA Beast himself actually went on there and commented on it and was cracking up about the video. As soon as he commented on it, it's like thousands of views and people, pretty much calling me an asshole and, being the trolls they are on YouTube.
Yeah.
A slew of them.
I, Believe me, sir, my highest rated video right now is my inappropriate children's toys. The first video. It's
Yeah.
got it's got like 25,000 views, and almost daily I get comments about how stupid I am for the video, or how I have a sick mind because I think the characters look like penises and blah blah blah. But for every person that comments, there's also a person sharing that video every day. So
Exactly. It's
I'll
like
take.
take the like, take the dislike. You can delete the hateful comments if you want.
I
Thank you
don't.
for the view, especially
I
if it's monetized.
Oh, and it is. I just wish I could have monetized earlier because before I could even start monetizing, it already had 15,000 views.
Ah,
And I was like, man, where was the love now? Where's the love now? I got 10,000 more views on top of that. So I mean, it's my highest rated video, and I'm looking to make more. It's just hard to find toys that could be misconstrued as things.
right. Just gotta hit up them thrift stores and hope you find something.
Sir, I'm in thrift stores weekly. I live there.
Well, if
The
I
clerks.
find any, if I go to anything around here and I see something like that, I'll send it your way right off.
If you do, I'll throw you a big what up.
Sounds good. Um, but yeah, I don't know. It's weird. Some videos just kind of pick up. I know that my arcade cabinet videos. It's like I put them out there. I was just putting them out there to put them out there because I was real proud of the project.
Right.
Before I knew it, it's got like my first video I did, which was just receiving the buttons and kind of showing them off. I think it's up to 30,000 views right now, and I'm
That's
like,
awesome.
really? So, people enjoy it. People still comment, asking questions about it, and I'm like, hey, I'm gonna make another one of these videos explaining stuff that you guys have questions about. So, being helpful, that's cool that it's bringing in views. I wish the same thing though, that I had monetized it earlier, even though I hate having my viewers go through 5 seconds of ads. But I mean, still, it's nice to know that I'm gaining a few cents, after so many views.
Right. It's just nice to know that what we do here on the YouTube channels and whatnot, the things that we're putting out there are being seen and getting some kind of recognition, accolades for it, even if it's just pennies on a dollar.
Yeah, it's nice to see that grow, and I mean, to each their own. You use ad blocker or whatever, then by all means use it. But there's a lot of people. I mean, you can't really use ad blockers on your phone, and that's where a lot of my views are coming from. Like I take a look at the analytics, and sure enough, like 60% of my views are off of mobile devices. So I'm still gaining enough.
That's awesome, man. I love hearing the success stories.
Yeah, and you see, like whenever you got on Facebook and you were talking about how it was getting frustrating. I've been there. I've done that. Right now, I'm in a little bit of a slump in my channel simply because I haven't posted anything new in a couple of weeks, and I freaking blame Diablo 3 and Destiny for that. Like, I got my wife addicted to Diablo, so anytime I wasn't playing Diablo, she'd be like, "Hey, let's play." Have you seen the Madden 15 commercials with Dave Franco, and Kevin Hart,
Yes,
where Dave Franco's sitting there on the couch and Kevin Hart's sitting outside with controllers?
Yeah, those are funny as hell.
Yeah, I'm wanting to do a parody commercial with my wife standing outside our window with the two PS4 controllers, and then it'd be like Diablo 3,
You should get on that tonight, sir.
No, it won't happen.
Why? Does she not want to be on camera?
No, she's shaking her head no. She's actually looking at me right now.
Oh, come on. It'd be fun.
He said, "Oh, come on, and be fun."
I don't want to be on camera.
She said just that. I don't want to be on camera.
I heard her.
She can't even hear this. So.
Oh, okay. I heard her.
Because this microphone is that good.
Hey, this is the shit. Why don't you talk about that a little bit? Tell us about your new microphone acquisition.
All right. Why not?
I
purchased roughly $100 the Blue Yeti microphone. This thing is a monster, and I need to do a review on it. I really do. That, and then the headset I bought some time ago, I need to do reviews on. But this microphone, it's like old-fashioned, but it's so good. Like, I've been, like, even before doing this webcast, I was doing, like, my Beavis impression into it and listening to myself and just cracking up. Yeah. Oh, really? I'm just sitting there listening to myself and just entertaining myself with the damn thing. But it's pretty neat because you can switch the modes on it. So if you have two people, talking into it, it's multi-directional. It picks up different frequencies. You can change the gain on it. There's an earphone jack in it, so you can hear yourself talk no matter what's going on, which is, like, I don't like doing that. I'm kind of forced into doing that right now. So it's nice. It's kind of cool, but at the same time, it's irritating. If you can listen to yourself talk and talk at the same time without a problem, then great, more power to you. But for me, like right now, while I'm talking, I have to have my earphones off just so I can talk straight.
Yeah, I hate when I'm on the phone and I get the echo back and it's me talking. I'll have to wait until I'm done talking on the echo before I can start talking again.
Yeah, because you kind of let's see if I can talk with my earphones on. Let's see if I can do this straight. So here we go.
Here we go.
Okay, I'm doing it now. Trying to. It is freaking hard.
You should do the how much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood?
How much wood could How much wood could wood How much wood could can't do it.
Remix.
Okay, let's do it this way. I have the earphones off. Let's see if I can do it without. How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood?
There we go.
Okay, back on. How much wood could I can't do it. How much wood could a woodchuck chuck? Nope, can't do it.
That's awesome.
Man, that's crazy. How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood?
At least it's not rubber baby bogey bumpers.
Screw that, I ain't even doing that. Peter Piper picked a pair of pickled peppers. Peter Piper picked a pair of yeah.
You sound like the worst rapper in the world right now.
Yeah. Now that first one, Peter Piper, was me without the headset on. Second one was with. I
Oh wow.
just simply cannot do it.
Yeah, Peter Piper's a douche.
So is that woodchuck.
Yeah,
Asshole
the
woodchuck.
woodchuck's funny.
But anyway,
Anyway, back to the show.
yeah. Shoot, that was fun.
So now here's a question for you. We talked a little bit about achievements. We talked a little about games we've been playing recently. Now, I know this is something we talked about before in the past, and it's something that we've always meant to mention on the show, but never actually got around to doing because we've either gotten off on our own little tangents about other things or
Right.
just never got to it. Um, Games we've picked up and never picked up again, with all the intentions in the world to pick back up and play. Are
Right.
there any that you have in your collection right now that you're staring at going, you know what? I still gotta play Mario Brothers 2 or whatever.
Yeah. I've been on a PlayStation 4 kick here lately. Um, I only own 5 games, physical games for it, and one I really want to go back and play. And there's no reason why I stopped playing it other than new stuff was coming out, and I just wanted to play those. Assassin's Creed 4, Black Flag. I want to go back. I want to play through that. So far, what I have played, I just freaking love it. Even though it's somewhat repetitive, I want to go back and do the naval missions. I want to do the take out the tough ships and all that. It sounds exciting. Like I want to play it tonight, but at the same time, there's still Destiny and Diablo staring me in the face.
Right, right.
How about you?
Yeah, I'm actually looking at a pile of games I got, and just off the top of my head, the original Darksiders.
Right.
I still finished that. I just picked up Darksiders 2 not too long ago. I'm gonna be doing a video on that soon. But I'm not touching 2 until I finish 1.
Yeah.
Let's see. I still gotta finish Deadpool. I still gotta finish The Amazing Spider-Man. I have to go back and finish up a couple of things on Lego Pirates of the Caribbean and Lego Batman 2.
Right.
Just small after game things, but there's just so many that I need to go back and either finish the game or just go back and finish up some last minute things. My biggest one I need to go back and finish is Fallout New Vegas. I still haven't finished that game. I've had it for 3-4 years now, and I still have not. I have yet to finish it.
Yeah.
I pick it up, I play it for a couple of days, and I'll put it down, and I won't touch it for weeks and weeks and weeks.
That's the same with me. New Vegas, I bought it when it came out on the Xbox 360, and I got to New Vegas itself and stopped playing it. They had the Steam summer sale over this summer, and it was like $3 on there. So I was like, you know what? I'll play it on PC. I haven't gotten to it yet, but I plan on it. And with all the mods and everything, you can really make the game look kind of pretty. And I want to do that and play through it. And I just haven't yet.
Well, on your new PC, it should be Amazeballs.
Well, there's only so far a game will go before you've reached the maximum and it's still ugly. Fallout is one of those kind of ugly, but people have come out with so many mods to make the characters look more realistic, the weapons look more realistic. That's kind of like with Skyrim. Skyrim, that's another one I'm wanting to do to make it look just gorgeous. The characters look really jaggy, and you're able to apply a bunch of mods to just make it look gorgeous. So I'm wanting to do that, play through with those mods on. Yeah, and since I got the new computer, it should have no problem running those.
Oh, no doubt.
So,
no doubt.
But it's like, I don't know. There's a lot of games. I mean, beyond the Assassin's Creed, I want to finish up. I'm gonna do a pickups video. I have so many new pickups since the last time I did a video like that I'm gonna have to do a lot of editing just to be like, I got this and got this and got this and got this and got that, you know. And so I want to play all of those that I picked up, and then like at the beginning of the weekend, I ended up winning a little drawing that gave me like, I think it was like 12 new Steam games, and they're all kind of good games.
Oh
So
wow.
I don't know if you follow her or not, but there's a girl on YouTube goes by Blonde Nerd. Her
Uh,
name's Brittany Brombacher.
no, I don't believe I follow her, but I may have to check her out tonight.
Yeah, that sounded dirty.
It was meant to be.
Go to blondenerd.com and you can see her website there. But she's funny. Her videos are hilarious. She tries to be real funny, and she really does. She pulls it off. She's a goof. But she did a drawing where it was like 9 people was going to win Humble Bundles, and I got picked for one of them. I was like, yes, that is awesome.
That is cool.
So, yeah, you might have seen it on Facebook the other day. I posted it on there. I was like, yes, I got a bunch of new games to play over the weekend.
Yeah, I saw that she hit you back up too, saying, "Oh, that's always a good thing."
Yeah. Then you had to go on there. Faux show.
Oh, show.
It's like, yeah, dude. Yeah. But,
Now,
go ahead.
I recently noticed that there's been a little bit of a trend on our community where there's been people kind of dipping out in the collecting game.
Yeah. It's a
Any
sad day.
any thoughts, comments on some of our fallen comrades?
I don't know what to say really about it. It's just their choices, really. Like, I don't know. I think a lot of people are seeing a lot of the scams that are going on eBay, and I don't know. I think people are getting a little burnt out. The game chasers can only go so far before it's like, okay, you know, they have every game that they were after. You know, what are they going to collect now? It comes
Right.
to a point where you start thinking about your own collection. It's like, what are my goals? Is there a goal? Why am I collecting? And some people just decided, you know, I don't really want to do that anymore. That, or perhaps bills came up, and it's a good way to pay off some bills, I guess.
Yeah,
I
that
know.
is true.
I know. For me, about a year ago, that was going to be the case. Like, I was like, okay, you know, I need to sell off my collection because we've got some bills coming up. But you know, like I ended up getting hired on to the place I work at, and things were okay. So I kept collecting. A lot of people are expecting a gaming crash. You know, they're like, oh yeah, these prices are going to drop like crazy. I don't think they're going to drop like crazy. I just think they're going to just keep going up. And, you know, it's going to be something like collecting coins or collecting stamps. It's just one of those things we're going to like to collect. And as it gets older, you know, they're going to be harder to find.
Right. True. That
So
is true.
I'm the antagonist though. Like I always want to tell people, like, oh, Gamer Emporium, you know, be like, oh yeah, your game room's empty now, but give it time, dude. You were doing a lot of trades back in your heyday, and you were enjoying these games. Trust me, those comic books are gonna get a little old to look at. You're gonna be wanting to play video games here soon. I guarantee it.
Yeah, because I collect comic books, not as much as I used to when I was younger. And I know from experience that you can only read comics so many times before you already know the storyline and know how it's going to end. And it's the same way with video games, but you can always play a game differently. You can try different strategies. You can try different characters. Try different. Just there's endless possibilities to a video game. There's not only one way to beat it. There's not only one way to play it. Whereas a
Right.
comic book, I mean, you can only read it, front to back, left to right.
Yeah, a comic book is very static. It never changes. Whereas a video game is dynamic. Doesn't matter if it's the same side-scrolling game. There's going to be something different. You're not going to be able to get through this level as easy as you could before, or maybe you can get through it easier. There's always that challenge. Coming back to like a game like Contra on the NES, you come back to it, there's just a joy there. It never gets old. It might be the same thing over and over again, but there's always that challenge there. Maybe you can't beat it with as many lives. Maybe you can. Maybe you have to continue a couple times. Maybe later on down the road, you're able to get through it in one sitting. 15 guys, 10 guys, whatever. There's always that challenge. It's always dynamic. It's always different.
That's true. Plus, I mean, there's always new things coming up online. Like, I think it was about 6 months ago where there was that guy who was able to beat Super Mario Brothers with, 300 points?
I think it was either 300 or 500. It was one of the
some
two.
ungodly low number. It's like, wow, okay.
I have yet to go back and try that, but I want to try it so bad.
Right.
Hey, that sounds like a YouTube video to me.
It sounds like a YouTube video to me, too. Boom, boom.
That or Contra. Jeez. That would suck. Good God.
Yeah, because that'd be a lot of you not shooting at anything.
Yeah, just trying to dodge as many enemies as possible, trying to avoid all the little, gun turrets and all that. Jeez. Killing only bosses? Jeez.
Bosses in those levels with the glowing red eyes.
Yeah. Just destroying those, even when there is gun turrets right there. Jeez.
Yep.
I'll stick with Mario. I don't know if I want to try Contra like that. Speed runs is another thing. Trying to get through, like Contra as fast as you can. I see these all the time on YouTube. People get through these games insanely quick. I was watching Contra a couple months ago, and this guy just barreled through it. His shots were picked. He was ducking and weaving and dodging and jumping, just to get through the level as fast as possible. That Ninja Gaiden, that's another challenge. I think that's cool too. Reinventing games that we've had for 30 years, I think it's awesome.
We should start our own. We should do get through Double Dragon as quickly as possible.
Yeah, start our own little network.
Yeah, something.
Tell people, be like, this is the classically retarded. Here I go. Earphones are on. Start the classically retarded challenge, where it's like, get through as fast as you can. Just, we'll highlight the videos on an episode, or whatever. I think that'd be neat.
It would be pretty fun, especially if we can go down deep and dig out some old forgotten relic. Do best time lap in Excite Bike or something.
Right on. That sounds like fun.
Right?
It really does. Try to see how fast you can beat ET on an Atari 2600.
Oh no! Anything but that, sir. It'd take me 5 seconds because I'd pull it out of the Atari and start bashing it with a goddamn hammer.
Yeah. Falling out down the pits constantly. Oh my God.
I hated that game so much when I had it back in the day.
Well, speaking of that, have you had a chance to see the AVGN movie yet?
I have not seen the movie yet, but I've seen a lot of coverage about it, and it's very interesting. But there's still people out there, crying foul, saying that it's not real.
What's not real?
That they found the dump site.
Oh.
There's people out there still saying that it's a hoax, like the moon landing.
I was just gonna say that. So this is the moon landing all over again. It's all staged. It's all on a sound set.
That's what they're saying. They're saying that those games aren't out there in the desert. It's all fake. It's just all glitter and camera.
So this is the new hoax. First we had did they really bury the games or not? And now that they've dug them up, it's, did they really find them or not? Was that staged? Yeah,
they're now saying that they were never buried in the first place, so this uncovering is a hoax.
I'm gonna look that up.
It's there. Check it out.
I will.
It's the gaming nerd conspiracy theory of the year.
God, that's been the big thing this year. Freaking E.T. and Ellen McGardo, or whatever the name of the place is.
That's the
And
big news here.
the angry video game nerd. It's funny that he made the movie before they dug that up, and I can tell you, I mean, the movie's worth watching once. It definitely feels a little detached from the episodes he does.
Mhm.
They added some characters there that are really stupid. Like the angry video game nerd now has like a cameraman, which is the nerdy kid off of the Bernie Mac show,
Okay.
and he's just annoying. Just I can't stand him. Like throughout the entire movie, I was just like, why the hell is he there? The chick that was in it, she was kind of cute. I'm not gonna lie, but the writing, like, where's Mike Matei? You know, he would have been a fitting sort of like sidekick. Some of the writing, even for angry video game nerd standards, it was kind of lacking. There's an army general there that his wheelchair is a tank, so it's like upper chest and then like underneath is a tank. He kind of reminded me of the boss off of Smash TV.
Right, right.
It For it being an angry video game nerd, it seems like James Rolfe really does have. He's really humble, so I want to back him, but at the same time, the movie was kind of stupid. But there's a
Yeah,
charm.
I think it'd be a little hard to make a movie based on a YouTube character. It'd be like, I don't know, making a Fred movie. I mean, it's been done, but why?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think he could have done it a little better. If you go back and you watch the Jason episode, the Freddy versus Jason episode, if you go back and watch his Texas Chainsaw Massacre or Halloween episodes, those were great.
Yeah,
Those
they are.
The characters were off the wall, but he used existing characters, and at the same time, it didn't feel way too cheesy. For nerd standards, the movie was over the top, but like I said, there's a charm to it. They really wrapped their head around the whole ET thing, and it's all about the nerd reviewing the ET2 that this company's coming out with. And they made it purposely a horrible game just for him to go review, so they would have people go buy it like crazy because the nerd played it, and just
Right.
from there it propels itself. The plot thickens.
Thickens like a gravy.
Yeah. So, anyway, we've almost ran about an hour and a half.
That's not too bad considering we had no subject.
Yeah. So, what do you think? Wrap it up?
I think we can wrap it up.
Cool. Alrighty. So,
Maybe next time, if we have any viewership, they can give us some ideas of what they want to see us do. Maybe a game review, or maybe any news that's bugging them right now.
right.
Love
Comments
to
are always welcome.
always.
Also, if you are wanting to be, if you're wanting to do a speed run or see what your highest score is or how low your score is in a game, let us know. Would definitely like to get you in on that. If people are interested, hey, hit us up in the comments. My channel, Classic Game Freak or Retarded by Choice. This video is going to be on both the channels, so
Yes, sir.
you can hit up either one of us. So that's all I got to say.
Yeah. And also, if there's anyone out there who wants to maybe suggest a game for a speed run or a low score run, let us know. We'll definitely take it in consideration, and who knows, maybe we'll get a shout out here on the channel.
Oh yeah, definitely. Shout outs all around. Shoot, maybe eventually we can start doing some prizes and so on. Get our
Yeah,
viewership up a little bit.
I would love to. Also, maybe if we start getting some major viewage, maybe we can get another guest spot like we had with G Unit.
I think we're gonna have to have him back on the show.
Yeah, I haven't talked to him in a while, but he seems down to do another episode.
Yeah, I saw him playing Destiny the other night. He was on Twitch. I'm gonna have to see if he's on there and do the same. So, all right. Well, I think that's gonna wrap it up. Is there anything else?
Nah, nothing I can think of.
Alrighty. Well, thanks everybody for listening. Really appreciate it. Of course, we're gonna try to start doing this bi-weekly.
I would love to do
thinking-
bi-weekly. I'm always available bi-weekly.
And now that we kind of have the computer problems situated, is this? I could see this becoming bi-weekly. So
That'd be great because I know we were having tons of problems with the Google Plus and Hangouts,
yeah,
and if this turns out the way that Mr. Classic is saying it's going to turn out, I would be down to do this 2 times a month.
right on.
Most definitely.
Right now, even if we did it once a month, I would be down just because I hate the pauses in between episodes.
Yeah. It's hard to get a viewership up, but we don't have anything out there for them to view.
Right. So, listen up, people. Start listening. Kick back, relax, come join us. And eventually, shoot, we can start doing where letting them know we're going to be live. Well, not live, but we'll be recording it. They can send us tweets. Damn tweeters.
The Twitters, yeah.
Yeah, twitters. So, alrighty. Well, I think I'm done.
I know I am.
Alrighty. So, this is Classic Game Freak.
And retired by choice.
And we'll catch you all next time.
Peace.